Hello friends, in today's lecture of heavy lifting, we will discuss about the vertical movement. Okay, the vertical movement is based on a simple principle. Okay, so in order to understand that principle, we first have to see this conventional system that is being used in villages to draw the water from the well. If we carefully observe and draw the FBD of this system, so this system basically consists of what this system consists of. One is this pulley arrangement. This is basically pulley arrangement over there, and this is basically a reaction frame. Okay, and there is a hoisting system, basically hoist system. Okay, so this is basically consist of all these part. One is pulley arrangement, one is the reaction frame, and is the hoisting system. When we put an effort, when we start putting an effort, F equal to or more than the weight, this is equal to more than the weight, then this will start moving up and we are able to lift it, we are able to lift the bucket. Okay, if we do the analysis, then this reaction frame is like this. Reaction frame is like this. Okay, reaction frame, it is fixed, this portion is fixed. Okay, so it has these two vertical parts and this is horizontal part. So these basically vertical parts experiences compression forces, and this part experiences the bending forces. Okay, so you are able to understand. If we want to lift something, then we must have first reaction frame, we must have pulley, we must have hoisting system, and we have to put the effort, that the tension in the rope, that must be equal to or greater than the weight of the object that is being lifted. Okay, and this reaction frame generally undergoes, the column generally undergoes the compression, and the supporting system of the pulley goes the bending forces. So this is the principle that is being used for heavy lifting, for the vertical movement. Okay, this is clear. Now this principle is basically used in two ways for the heavy lifting. There are basically two methods. One is the conventional method and the other is the specialized method. In the conventional method, we are using telescopic crane, crawler crane, derrick crane and tower crane. Basically, if you go into deep, if you just draw a FBD of these cranes that are being shown on the screen, then these are having the same principle as I have discussed. All these consist of one reaction frame, one pulley and one having the hoisting arrangement. Okay, now this conventional method, if we talk about the conventional method, then one is the telescopic crane, crawler crane, derrick crane and tower crane. If you see this, this is basically the telescopic crane and crawler crane, both are mobile crane. Basically they are not, they can move. Basically mobile crane, this telescopic crane, one position at a place, then the outriggers out, then it is stable, but this crawler crane can carry something. Okay, here the same thing, this boom, basically there is a boom, there is a counterweight for the stability, and when there is a tension, and this tension is being we will do the analysis in detail, it is the basic video about it. Okay, so what happen, lifting forces in the crane is created by hoisting winches and stabilized by the boom and the mast and counterweight. So in every system, in every whatever crane you are seeing over here, always remember, lifting forces in the crane is created by the hoisting winches. These hoisting winches created the lifting forces, and this boom and mast, basically boom, mast and counterweight, they stabilize these lifting forces, and this boom and mast acts as a reaction frame. Okay, so this is the simple funda over there. The boom or mast undergoes compression, like these columns that undergoes compression. The boom and mast undergoes compression, and this lifting system able to lift the load. Okay, the winch wire, the from which we are lifting up, it basically undergoes the tension. Okay, so you are able to understand. So this is the example of mobile crane. Mobile crane is basically telescopic crane, and this crawler crane. After that, there is a boom derrick crane and tower crane. The difference is that these are called as mobile crane, telescopic and crawler crane, and these are basically boom derrick. This is derrick crane and this is tower crane. These are basically the fixed crane. This derrick is basically designed as per the need or as per the requirement. Here we are having some boom and we are having some mast, and there is a lifting hoisting arrangement that is being balanced by. Similarly, this tower crane is also a fixed crane. It is having this hook trolley system is there, mast is there, jib is there. We will understand about every crane in details in next future videos. Okay, so first of all we must understand the basic principle for the lifting is basically we must have a reaction frame. The reaction frame undergoes compression, that is basically boom and mast under the compression, and the lifting force is created by the hoisting winches. So these are conventionally we are using telescopic crane, collar crane, derrick crane and tower crane. Okay, and one more thing is that in analysis of this about the crane hook, basically this is the crane hook over there. So about the crane hook, the summation of all the vertical force is equal to 0, summation of all the horizontal force is equal to 0, and summation of all the moments is equal to 0. This is for the stabilization purpose. If it is not stabilized, there is some movement, then there will be not equal lifting will be there. The lifting will not be equal, and there will be some external effect, external jerk will be there. So about the crane hook, in every stabilization position, net vertical force is 0, net horizontal force is 0, and basically net moment is equal to 0. So you must understand this thing. Okay, now these are the conventional method you have seen. All these derrick crane maybe currently now it is not used generally. Now the collar cranes have replaced the derrick crane, but previously they are used and they are specifically designed. Now there are another method called as unconventional methods. Unconventional methods consist of strand jacks, hydraulic gantries, hydraulic jacks and winches. I will show you how strand jacks work. Okay, I will show you how strand jacks work. So these are basically strand jacks. There is a this. Okay, this is basically a bridgeway. This is basically these. There are two buildings over there. This one building and one building. In between one building, there is a bridgeway or bridge walk is being erection. The erection of bridge walk is being done. One building is this building, and the another building is this building, and there is a bridge being connected these two buildings. Okay, so what they have done, they are using strand jacks. They are using strand jacks over there, strand jacks, and with the help of strand jacks, they just lift this bridge. Okay, once this post the final position, when this reaches the final position, they just do the welding and all tightening is done. Okay, basically, so in unconventional ways, in the conventional we are using normal crane, but in unconventional ways for the lifting purposes we are using stand jacks. Stand jacks basically used for the lifting. This simple example in front of you. Similarly, hydraulic gantries are there. Hydraulic gantries, if I show you hydraulic gantries, there are normal gantries are there. There are also hydraulic gantries are over there. Okay, from the name it is like this. These gantries are like this. Okay, these are basically hydraulic gantries. There is a track over there, and on this track this is telescopic part over there, telescopic parts over there. So whatever the height we want to have, we can just lift up to that height, and then this gantry will care. And these are basically hydraulic cylinders, telescopic hydraulic cylinders are there. Okay, so this is like one example of this. They are lifting some element, heavy element using this these hydraulic gantries are there. They are hydraulic up to the height which we want. The cylinder ram will be out, and the balance lifting. If suppose this weight is having this element is having a weight of W. Okay, and this hydraulic jack is J1. Okay, this is J2, and this is J3, and this is J4. 4 hydraulic jacks are there. So J1 plus J2 plus J3 plus J4 barabar W. Okay, and with all these are identical, then 4J barabar W. J is equal to W by 4. On the one hydraulic jack, the load coming out to be J is equal to W by 4. So according to that, automatically we will set up the load, we will set up the height accordingly. We will open the ram accordingly, and it will be lifted out. And once that it reaches to the placing position, then it will place the object. Then these hydraulic gantries are being used. After that, hydraulic jacks are also used. Hydraulic jacks are also used in lifting. Okay, winches. Up now in unconventional method, we have seen stand jacks, we have seen hydraulic gantries, and we have seen hydraulic jack. Even winches are generally used for the lifting. If you have seen the USLG, and in the USLG there is a ground support system is being created, and in this ground support system sometimes the placement is done using this cranes. okay, using the crane, crawler crane, or sometimes they just create a EOT is basically just having two stable columns. Upon this there is a bridge, okay, and they just install the this winches over there. These winches will lift it up and placed on the ground support system, and they will skid up, and in this way the alignment is being done. Okay, similarly in the case of if you talk about ship maintenance yard, in the ship maintenance yard generally the platform is down. Okay, whenever the ship come, the ship, suppose the ship reaches over there, it is basically down, and when the ship reaches over there, so there are winches over there, there are number of winches over there. These basically winches lift up this platform like a jack. There are n number of winches over there which lift up a platform like a jack. Once the platform is lifted up and it is out from the water, then the necessary maintenance is being done. Okay, so in this video we have understand about what is the principle behind the vertical movement, was the principle behind the vertical lifting, and what are the conventional method and what are the specialized method or unconventional method using this stand jacks, hydraulic gantries, hydraulic jack and winches. Hope you like this video. Keep support and subscribe. I will tell about these all crane in every crane, this telescopic crane, crawler crane parts, tower crane. Will make a special videos about all these cranes in the near future once I am free. Hope you like this video. Keep supporting, subscribe.